time. Hello and welcome to the Ship Squad's Bethesda Showcase post-show, where we are going to freak out about all the big Bethesda news, and we're just going to dive right into it with the score first and foremost. Let's take a look here.
Both teams are on the board.
Both teams
we did get a point.
are on the board. So let's take a look here. On our right, your left side of the table, the fun team is up 2 points with 2 correct predictions in Bethesda Showcase, and the not fun team, as they call themselves, the winners, got 1 point with 1 correct prediction and 1 incorrect prediction. So the first part of the show was Doom, and that was Thad's prediction.
Yep. All right, let's make this clear. First off, I came unprepared, and I got us a point. I would like to think that I am the holy prediction maker of E3 conferences.
I don't think
you might as well add points to all those. For all of those, I am right. Yep, there we go.
No, I don't think that's how it works. But I really thought Doom looked awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Very reminiscent of the old Dooms. Very reminiscent of those old Twitch shooters.
Yep.
Very, 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 very cool looking. Very badass looking. Very gruesome as usual.
Never change the title on the stream.
That's okay.
Sam.
That is okay. They'll get the point.
Hopefully.
The multiplayer in Doom. First thing that came to my mind, Quake.
Yes.
Looked a lot like the old Quake Arena multiplayer. Very fast paced. Characters feel very weighted but very quick. Definitely looked good. What'd you guys think of this new Forge mode type thing? Gameplay creation mode.
I really like it.
It's called Snap Map. If anybody missed it.
I like the creation aspect.
It reminds me kind of like Halo's Forge mode mixed with Little Big Planet's
Creative mode.
Yeah, creative mode. Since you can also make your own game modes in it too. Seems pretty intense.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to people creating the different maps and getting to play on those people's maps, because it just gives it that much more replayability than just doing the same thing over and over.
Just like Little Big Planet. I mean, there's literally no end to the replayability of that game, because everybody's always making new games. So
right.
Anybody else got anything they wanted to comment on for Doom?
No, I predicted it.
Yeah,
the chainsaw's dope.
Yeah, the chainsaw. Wow, very excited about that.
Can we talk about the breaking the hand off and
Dude, he snaps it off, shoves it through their skull.
Yep.
Love it.
Yeah, that was pretty legit. I liked it. What did they announce next, Logan?
I believe the next was Bethesda.net was their next announcement. It's basically going to be sort of like a website hub for all their different games.
I would compare it to Battle.net.
A little bit, yeah. Or, yes, very much like that, actually. That's a good call. It'll also power that Snap Map mode as well. So that seems like a very, Bethesda's getting they're collecting a lot of very big properties. And I think that'll be a good way for them to kind of
bring connectivity.
Yeah, put them all in one basket for people to pick and choose what they want. Next was our first correct prediction, which was Battle Cry. We saw a little bit of gameplay.
Yep.
Now we saw a little bit of gameplay, and they announced that not after the show, but later this year, they're going to have a worldwide gameplay beta for the game. You can go to the website right now. It's battlecrythegame.com, and you can sign up for that beta right now. And if you sign up right now, you're actually going to get VIP or not VIP, but preferred access. Anybody who signs up within the window of E3 will get almost guaranteed access to the game.
And they also said a in-game present.
Oh, did they? Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Very cool. What did it say? Did they say what consoles and what where it's coming to?
They actually At least I didn't notice them say that.
They didn't
Yeah,
talk about that at all.
I think it's a PC game.
That's what I thought it was.
I would assume it was a PC game, so I would look that up.
Yeah.
Active customers out there. I didn't catch it because I was kind of bouncing between them and the Cavs.
Yeah. I didn't see them talk about it. But it looked like a PC game to me.
Yeah.
It looked a lot like Team Fortress 2. It reminded me of Team Fortress a lot.
Team Fortress 2 is
like
very
with the
fun.
visuals. Okay. Next was Dishonored.
Yep.
If I'm remembering correctly. Feel
Wow.
free to correct us in the chat.
Cannot wait.
So excited.
Yeah, so just a recap. Dishonored 2 was announced as we got a little reveal trailer, and then after that they announced a Dishonored Definitive Edition for PS4 and Xbox One. It's going to come out this fall, including all of the Dishonored DLC, to get us all ready for Dishonored 2. And I got to tell you guys, really excited about that because I never got to beat Dishonored.
No.
And Dishonored 2's trailer looked kick-ass, made me want to play.
It looks like they kept the winning formula.
Yeah.
And either expanded on it.
Yep.
Or kept it exactly the same.
Exactly.
I mean, don't fix what's already,
Yeah.
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
I'm very tired.
Wow.
That's okay.
They definitely showed off a lot of the new powers and what they've developed on. The fact that Emily is a main playable character now.
Yeah.
Awesome. There's a lot of things they've kept with it, a lot of futuristic things they're adding to it. I'm just so excited for it.
And they did confirm that you'll be able to play as both her and the main character of the first game.
Yep.
Do you remember his name?
Literally just went out the window.
It escapes me at the moment.
Every time.
It really does.
Now, this actually, depending on the release date of this game.
No. That's the director of the game.
Harvey did. Give me trust.
Depending on the release date of this game, it might be my first Bethesda game.
Okay.
I might go through.
Can you believe this guy though? Never played a single Bethesda game.
Never.
One.
Never.
How do you do that? You know?
I
don't know.
How do you get
Play a
through
lot of
life?
NASCAR games. I'll be honest.
You
NASCAR.
didn't start playing
NASCAR.
games until recently.
NASCAR.
And Spyro the Dragon and
We're getting to Fallout later, man. You don't have to start the Boston yet.
All right. So that was our second point on the board. 2 correct predictions for us, and then after Dishonored came The Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah.
They showed a little bit of what's going to be coming. Bear mounts.
Bear mounts.
Orsinium, home of the orcs.
Orsinium, thank you.
What is the thing? The hand.
Dark Brotherhood?
The Dark Brotherhood.
Yes,
Yep.
I want to know what that's about.
I'm guessing. Now, you heard it here first. I'm guessing we're gonna get a nice big story chunk from them and a new part of an area that's dedicated to Dark Brotherhood. The fact that you can join the guild, things like that for it.
Okay.
Yep. And they also announced their strategy card game, Elder Scrolls Legends. Could be the first real head-to-head competition for Hearthstone, I think.
I think it is.
Very, very interesting.
Yu-Gi-Oh does not count.
Yu-Gi-Oh counts.
It is not
And
coming
the
out
Pokemon
of a game.
The Pokemon TCG also counts.
Okay, dude, yeah, there we go. We got 2 card games.
Okay, cheerleading's a sport. Let me put it in a better way.
Got 2 card games. Competitive online card games.
Okay, so online blackjack is also competing against this.
Sure.
No, it's not.
No,
It's
I
completely different
honestly,
things.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
gonna say
you know my thing with Yu-Gi-Oh.
Elder Scrolls Legends and Hearthstone could be competitors for the same exact space.
Yeah. I would agree with that.
So I'm not sure how that'll work out for them. Blizzard's obviously a freight train in the video game industry. It's hard to go up against them, but at the same time, Bethesda's no joke either, and the world of Elder Scrolls has a very large following. So
Yeah, it does.
if anyone was going to do it,
It could be Bethesda.
yeah.
It could be Bethesda.
Yeah.
So after that, I believe we came up to Fallout next.
Yes.
So
much.
first off,
Well-
first things first, before anyone says anything, get it out of your system.
Oh my god, I'm so excited for it. I'm going to buy the collection edition day 1. I want the Pip-Boy. I'm not going to hit the table.
$10.
The Pip-Boy is just super sweet. It's gigantic, and I'm okay with that. The integrated phone system with it. all the new enemies. Oh my god, I'm so excited about this. Go ahead.
Could we first off, before we really get rolling with Fallout, is there any way you can give a shout out to people to like start commenting, be like, yo?
Yeah, whatever you guys think.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I'm
any
trying to,
ideas or whatever.
Tell
if
us.
somebody has something to say in the chat, I want to see some chat.
Yeah, tell us what you
Right.
think of. I mean, the Bethesda show was obviously a slam dunk. So tell us what you guys think. We'll try to answer you as your chat comes up. We do have the chat open at the table, so go ahead and tell us if you have any comments or concerns or questions. But in the meantime,
Yeah.
while that's
Let's talk about everything but the game for now. Let's talk about all the side stuff.
okay,
All right.
Leave the game for last.
okay, fair enough.
I'm alright with that.
Close out big.
So, what was first thing? The app.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we have a companion app coming with the game on its release day. It will be already built into the Pip-Boy if you get the Pip-Boy edition.
I thought that was just
The-
a screen.
The Pip-Boy is a shell, and
Yeah.
it has a flap. You put your phone in, and it closes over top
Oh,
of it.
Yeah.
So it
okay.
shows it in the screen.
All right. Well, okay. My bad. But yeah. So companion app alongside the game. It will allow you to keep track of your stats and things like that.
Mhm.
He made a point to say most second screen experiences
Yes.
are pretty weak, so we wanted to make this one in depth.
Yep.
And it looks like they've achieved that. Now,
It
obviously,
does.
we won't know until we
Yeah.
play,
Right.
but it looks pretty intense. What do you guys think?
I'm not a fan of second screen
Okay, okay.
items, so I probably won't use it. But I kind of do want the collector's edition just for like the memorabilia.
Sure,
Mhm.
sure.
It just looks so cool. How can you pass it up?
I don't know if I've ever had a second screen experience for a game. I'm trying to think. I don't like. There's no real game I have or have
Well,
had.
I mean, you do use your Destiny app fairly
Yeah,
often.
that's a second
is-
screen
what do we
experience.
consider
It's
that
still
second
considered.
screen? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Especially
well,
because you can interact with it in game to pull things in and
Right.
out of your vault.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well,
That's the
in,
best
in
thing
that
ever.
case, I think second screen is iffy, and I think it looks like they've done a good job with it.
Sure.
Second, like I'm never sold on like, oh wow, this game has second screen. I gotta buy it.
Yeah, sure.
So, I'm not really like, it's okay. If it's a thing, that's fine. I probably use it. I don't know. It depends.
Mm.
Battlefield had one.
Yep.
Yeah.
It
Did
was-
MG?
MGS5 had one.
Yes.
Watch Dogs had one.
Yes, they did.
I'd say the best one. I think the best one in terms of simplicity and interactivity I've used so far is the Bungie app because it's very simple. You can pull things in and out of your vault. Of course, that wasn't available at first, but it is helpful. I liked the MGS5 companion app because in the game there was no way to have a radar up on the screen at all times or a map or anything like that. But the app let you open up the map on like my tablet, and so that I could have that app, and it was synced to the game. So like when I marked someone in the game, they would show up on the map, and it would start tracking them. So that was a good one as well. But this does look really good.
Definitely. I'm getting it because, God, I love Fallout, and I'm excited about it. Yeah, I used World of Warcraft's app for it, and it was pretty cool. I don't know if they've changed it since I used it years ago, but I like that I can access my menu and things like that.
Sure.
And let's be honest, I'm gonna be wearing the Pip-Boy while I'm playing, so I can be like, oh, that one, and keep doing my thing.
Well, and honestly too, I mean, sometimes that stuff can be helpful. I mean, it's kind of like a niche thing when it is and isn't helpful, but you can run downstairs or something like that and do what you need to do, and all the while keep track of what's going on in your game and things like that.
Right.
So that was interesting. What else did you notice that caught your eye?
About, are we still doing things?
Yeah,
not
outside.
in-game? The help app game, Fallout Shelter. There
Yes.
we go.
Yes.
Shelter.
It's gonna be sweet.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. There's not many phone games I play, and I think I'm gonna check it out.
I probably won't because I don't really like phone games.
Yeah, me either.
But if I do decide to download it, it will pass time for a couple hours a
Yeah.
day. So
No.
What was that? What was the game Nick was comparing it to?
something tower, crazy tower.
the Star Wars?
Tiny Tower.
Tiny
Yeah,
Tower.
Star Wars Tiny Tower. It did look like that.
It did.
Yes.
Except obviously a lot more in depth with all the different customization options and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also not much of a mobile game player for my phone and stuff like that. I played Final Fantasy Record Keeper for a little while. That was really addicting. But I usually don't get into them.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. Like they gave it the art style of everybody looks like one of the Pip-Boy characters.
Yeah.
And how the outside world is still affecting what's happening inside the vault. You can send your guys in and out, so it's not like a sealed vault like 101 was, and that it can be invaded by raiders, and all sorts of different things can happen. So it's not just a stagnant building your city thing.
Sure. I think probably the next biggest thing was the ability to build within the game's world.
Yes.
That seems amazing to me.
It's like Sims in the game.
Yeah. I mean,
Sims with guns, I guess. Like
in engine,
Electrical
in
boxes.
game, being able to build your own shelter, being able to build your own little settlement. Very, very in depth. Go ahead.
That was one of my favorite parts of, I believe, Black Flag, Assassin's Creed.
I didn't
Where-
play
I
it.
didn't play it.
None of you guys played
No.
it? Am I the only one who
I
played
stopped
that
at
one?
3.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Wow.
stopped
I
Assassin's
hated-
Creed a long
I-
time ago.
Hated the ships in
ships.
3,
I-
so I had no point in playing a
I
game.
also
completely
hate the
about
ships. I hated doing it, but I wanted to play it. In Assassin's Creed Black Flag, you're a pirate. You get to go to this island, and you basically destroy it, and it's your job to rebuild it. Kind of like you do in like Assassin's Creed 2.
Yeah,
I believe 1 where you can like rebuild your little city.
yeah.
It's like that, only it's a little bit more in depth like Fallout is, but Fallout takes it to a whole nother, just blown out level.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really did. It really, really impressed me with not only the ability to build and the different options, but also the idea of like you can build this settlement, bring people in, and then have to defend it from raiders and bandits and stuff like that as well. Again, very in depth and also very innovative, changing the game up, not having the same formula because it works, but also expanding upon it like we talked about earlier.
And what I thought was cool was you use materials that are already in the world to get it. So like you break down tires, you break down scrap metal
Yeah,
to build your shelter and whatnot.
absolutely.
And it's simple, and it looks very simple.
Yeah,
Very
And
intuitive.
and I think the simpler the better when it comes to that kind of
Oh,
stuff.
absolutely.
definitely.
Like if you have to like carry a hand tool with you and switch your weapon onto this hand, that's ridiculous. I don't like doing that. I like that it's simple. You just go up to the thing, it creates a highlight around it, and you're like, okay, dismantle this. I want the parts, and you use them, rebuild whatever.
I'll be interested to see how it sits in your inventory
Sure.
because Bethesda's infamous for when you carry things, you have a X amount before you're bogged down where you can only walk. So, be interested to see that.
Perfect segue into the weapons and armor. The
Customization.
Customization.
Just fucking out of this world.
I mean, so I believe they said 50. Well, I think Borderlands is a little different because you don't actually modify the guns yourselves, if I'm correct. They're just randomly generated. There's like 2 million possibilities in the game.
700.
There's
different-
500. There's 50 base guns. They
Yes.
said.
And then
700 mods. Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah,
Good-
it is.
Good for Bethesda.
Especially the fact, like we were saying, you actually get to do it.
Yeah.
You get to modify them.
They took a shotgun and made it a submachine gun.
Yeah.
They took a assault rifle and then made it a shotgun. Or they took an assault rifle and made it a LMG.
Yeah.
It was amazing. The customization on it.
It was very, very in depth.
Yeah.
And then after that, they showed us also the ability to create and customize your own suit of power armor.
Yes.
Which interests me. I'm curious about that because I'm wondering if the power armor will no longer be specific to a certain class, a certain build.
Yeah.
Because it looks like it's kind of integral to the game's play style. We saw multiple gameplay shots of the main character in the power armor.
Yep.
So I'm thinking it might not be locked anymore because previously you had to have a certain build to be able to use power armor.
Yeah, you had to work your character for and whatnot, and then the power armor itself was insanely heavy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see this not as a suit of armor that you just clack, clack, clack. It's actually like an exo suit that you get into.
Almost like a mech.
Yeah.
type
Yeah.
thing.
Very.
Yeah. Mark 1 Iron Man. I had to
And
go there.
with the weapons, it was again anything from the world.
Yeah,
So, like,
exactly.
instead of just, oh, I have this pot now, and I'm never gonna ever do anything with it.
Silencer.
It's
Yeah.
silencer.
Extended barrel.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they saw you could make a scope out of like a toy car and
Right.
some like pieces
Mhm.
of glass. I mean, it's pretty intense. And I think all that leaves is the actual game.
Looked beautiful.
It-
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I will say when I saw the
Amazing.
initial trailer for Fallout 4, I will admit I was one of the people that was disappointed in the visuals.
Shame on you.
Their environments and their character models all look very realistic, but the textures look very PS3, Xbox 360 era. They're not as smooth and realistic as our most textures are in games now, and I was disappointed by that. But as I thought it over, I realized if you're going to do a game with this much scale, and you're going to do a game that has this much possibility in it, you definitely you're going to have to like give some things up.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm okay with it. It still looks really good. Even the environments still look really good. Just the textures on the people and the dog and stuff like that weren't that great. But it's not a game breaker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's definitely not. With how much is in this game, it's like you said, you have to give and take.
Absolutely. What else did we notice? Anybody?
The new options for what your character says, that's different. It comes up as a 4-button diamond and has
Yeah.
suggestions or whatever you can say. And big deal, main character, your person has a voice.
Yeah, and did you get to customize them before?
Yes. Oh well, I was gonna say you get to customize them this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember.
In a mirror, which is so cool.
Yes. When you in 3,
Yeah.
when you're first born, it says we can see what he'll look like in 20 years.
Oh,
and
yeah,
you
yeah.
Get your guys' face.
Okay, fair enough. Well, either way, the character customization looks amazing.
Looks
Yeah.
amazing. It's new.
Grab,
it's fresh.
point, move. That's it. And then you can play as a female as well.
Yeah,
Yep.
which is a big deal
Yeah.
for that series because that's never been done before either.
Not that I know of.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice because this is the second game they showed that has you could be a female protagonist.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is which is a good step forward. I think
Yeah.
gives the
Definitely.
game some variety.
And along with the variety is like he said, voiced characters.
Yeah.
The main character, the protagonist, has never been voiced before. So that'll also be a big deal. It helps you get attached to a character. I think
It definitely does.
it helps you grow a connection with them.
Yeah.
So that's a big deal for me at least because I am someone who's very focused on the storytelling aspect of video games. So that kind of stuff really sticks out to me. What else? Thad? I want Thad to talk for a second.
You want me to talk?
Yeah.
Yo, I didn't get to watch the whole thing. I was again bouncing between that and the Cavs game, but from what I did see, I'm really fucking impressed. I don't know if I'm allowed to cuss, but I'm gonna do it.
We
go.
gave up on that a long
Fucking
time ago.
go for it.
Okay. No, I'm really impressed for never being interested in these kind of games before.
Yeah.
I'm like, did they just really fucking do that? Like, can you just do that kind of stuff? So like now I'm interested in this kind of thing, and I think like I said, depending on which game comes first, I'm gonna play a Bethesda game this year, which is kind of a
Sure.
outside my realm kind of usual gameplay kind of thing.
Speaking of, would you like to discuss your prediction for the release date?
Yo, I was so close. I was so close. And I don't know, I was either going to say it was the week before or the week after. The November 17th release date that I predicted. I thought it was going to be right around that November time. Because I still am holding on to Rock Band coming out on November 17th.
Now,
Why?
I'm going to hold that.
But
I don't
every
know.
game you've predicted is November 17th.
One of them's got to be right.
So if you say all of them, I mean,
If I
just for reference, it was confirmed Fallout 4 will be released November 10th, 2015 this year.
That's my birthday. So
That's his
someone wants
birthday.
to purchase it for me.
Send it in. We'll do extensive Let's Plays.
it'd be great.
Oh, God. Well, but dude, that's going to be like crazy for us around that time.
Oh yeah, for
We're
sure.
gonna need to upgrade the internet so I can stream it.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have like MGS, we're gonna
Yeah.
have Fallout, and who the hell knows what else is gonna come out this year at E3.
Yep.
I mean, if anybody even comes out with another game this fall,
Yeah.
Honestly, right now it's like you're pushing buttons.
Yeah. Well,
Either pushing up games or pushing them back.
yeah. You don't want to compete with that game
No.
that will suck 200 hours out of everyone who buys it.
Yeah,
I need to point on one topic: the color. One big thing about the PS3 and Xbox 360 is that they all had grayscale.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Like everything was there was no colorful games
Yep.
out besides maybe like your animated games
Yeah,
where you're not
yeah.
playing as like a real person, like
Sure.
Ratchet and Clank. Beautiful, colorful games.
Little Big
But
Planet, stuff
yes,
like that.
exactly. This, no, like it's just so colorful.
It is.
Yep.
It is.
And to have this happening now for like next gen, to say that it's just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm so excited. I cannot like one of my big gripes with Call of Duty is that it does not look. It's not a pretty game because
Yeah.
the color is so downscaled.
Yeah.
I noticed. I think my favorite image was probably when they were showing all those screenshots of the game and they were kind of montaging them. And the last one was centered on that pre-war era.
Probably when the bombs started dropping.
And it was like kind of fall, autumn with
Mhm.
the leaves turning and the green grass. Very colorful image.
Yes.
Really caught my eye, and of course they decided to follow up with that. Go ahead.
And on a note with that, I think it's awesome that we're starting off pre-war.
It's never
Yes.
been done before. They've talked about it in all the games. You always hear
Yep.
about the Chinese attacking the U.S. with nuclear
Yep.
bombs. But it'll be really cool to see that
Oh, yeah.
first person
See that whole
from our
world.
perspective.
I don't know what the Great War is.
Well,
In 2017,
we're not going to go into it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
We're not
I
gonna
don't
go
have
into
time
it.
It's
for
not
that.
going to it
when
here.
Eru first created the planet.
Hi, Shane.
Yeah, it's just,
Do
and like
that
you're
guy
saying with the
is
colors, it
Sunday.
really
Oh.
popped.
yeah.
Like everything was so bright and vivid, and it's so much more pleasing.
It really is. Like
Mm.
instead of having a dubbed down color, like if you're colorblind to say,
Yeah.
you're having like these full vibrant colors.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's refreshing,
It is.
you know, from seeing so many things that look so similar all the time in the industry.
Yeah.
It is very, very fresh.
The beginning of it saying he just wakes up
Yeah.
200 years later. He somehow got in a vault.
I'm thinking
Found
it
a Pip-Boy.
opens
Yeah.
underneath him and he falls in.
And this is the first time we've seen a vault that's surface level,
Yeah.
not like built in.
Yeah.
You walk in this way. So what differences does that make?
Imagine how many there's multiple vaults, correct?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Imagine how many you'll run over and not notice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I didn't think about that.
There were a lot of them that were sneaky in Fallout 3 too.
Vault 86, impossible to get to. Literally, the game won't let you get to it.
I don't even know what else we can say about it. I think everyone knows the game's gonna be amazing.
Bethesda hit a home run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Strong Sunday E3.
go ahead.
What I said right before we started broadcasting, Bethesda just set the precedent for all the other third parties
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
for their press conferences.
And when you said that, my reply to him was that EA and Ubisoft's press conferences are usually the most boring, the least interesting for me every year. And I was very, very impressed with Bethesda's. They brought everything that we wanted to see and then some.
Yep.
And made a great show out of it. Very, very good. And like you said, I think everyone else needs to step up. Everyone else needs to step up.
They threw the ball up and just hit a home run.
Yeah.
well, this gets me more excited for Square Enix, though.
Yes,
Yes.
I agree.
Because Square Enix would not come if they didn't have something big to show.
Exactly.
So
I
I
agree with
think-
you 100%.
I think if there's going to be any real competition between the third parties, I think it's really going to have to be between Bethesda and Square Enix this year.
Yeah.
Unless EA decides to pull some bullshit.
Their strongest weapon is Star Wars.
Yeah.
And
At this
Mass
point-
Effect.
And Mass Effect.
Need for Speed as well.
Yeah.
Reboot.
Drive Club reboot.
I mean, EA does have a lot of properties.
Yes.
They do. They do.
They've got all the EA sports.
It's in the game.
Yeah, but NBA doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
They're basically shut out by 2K.
Yeah.
They just dominate.
Do we have
Is
some
it?
questions
Yeah. Is
in the
there
chat?
some
Yeah,
questions?
dude, we got some chat. Also, whoever, what's his name?
Shane.
Shane.
Hi, Shane.
Yes, Heaven's Ward is gonna be amazing.
He's a big Final Fantasy
Yo.
player.
High
He plays on
five.
the PC.
I play on the PS4. Either way, we play the same game.
Yep.
That's true.
I can go meet him in game
Yep. That's great.
and hug him. You can hug in game now.
That's a little rapey, but
There's only Rochelle.
get away.
Does it require two people?
Musket
I don't know.
Butcher hugs.
I don't know.
Musket Butcher.
I haven't done it because I'm not weird.
Musket Butcher, stop hugging me.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think this E3 is gonna be amazing to start
They
bringing this to an end.
But yeah, Bethesda really opened up E3
Yeah.
week with
Yeah.
with like you said, a home run, and hopefully everyone else can do the same thing, and make this a very memorable E3, which I really from kind of as soon as these third parties started announcing all these press conferences, I really thought that this would be a very unique E3.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm really excited to see what else everyone brings to the table. Fingers crossed for The Last Guardian. We want that. We want
Just
that
keep them
bad.
crossed until then.
So while we finish this up, if anybody has any questions, feel free to throw them in the chat. We'll answer some questions before we close out the show. In the meantime, when will we be live next?
When does Sony end?
Sony ends.
Isn't there?
Theirs
are they
starts at
last?
9 here.
Okay.
So
Whereas Nintendo last.
no, Sony's going to be last tomorrow.
Okay.
yeah,
we can
Sony's last tomorrow.
we can go
And then-
after Sony.
Okay.
Or
We could do a pre-show for Sony too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can do in the pre-show we can cover everything else.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Oh, dude, I figured. Okay, we'll discuss that afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Just look out for us on Twitter.
yeah,
Yeah,
we'll follow us
definitely.
on Twitter at Ship Squad. It's all one word. We will definitely tweet out what the plans are for tomorrow. We will also be tweeting out who's winning points throughout the press conferences. We all actually have jobs. We won't be available to stream to you guys tomorrow during the all these different press conferences. So follow us on Twitter. Again, it's at Ship Squad, and we will keep you up to date on everything through that throughout the day. And obviously, we're really excited to see you guys again soon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Were there any questions?
No, we're just talking about Heaven's Ward right now.
All right, fair enough. Well then, Sam, why don't you take us home, man?
Thank you for coming out to our first official E3 stream.
Yeah.
I would
Yep.
say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I am Sam. I am one of your captains.
I'm Thad.
I'm Logan.
And I'm Waters.
All right, and catch us tomorrow around. I don't know. We'll tweet it, but we're gonna shoot for after Sony for our post E3 episode.
Mhm.
So until then, don't get lost while you're exploring outer space, because that would be awful. We cannot save you. Our ship's not working.
We're
And-
locked in orbit
Yes.
around Earth.
God damn it.
Earth? Why Earth?
Cause. All right, we're out. Deuces.
You have 30 seconds on this delay, by the way. I've been.